Hello there, and welcome back to Friendonkey Wrestling Season 3.
FDW, what is up?
I'll tell you what's up, Jose. We are well and truly en route to SummerSlam, which is looming on the horizon, and we're kicking things off in a big way with the Shield.
It is getting hot up in here, and I don't just mean my bedroom, because it is boiling right now.
British summertime, mate. It'll get you.
Yeah. We're not prepared. But two people that look prepared are the Shield.
Yeah, one member in particular who needs to be prepared for SummerSlam, Roman Reigns, your king
Absolutely.
of the ring. Tribal King, one to the sky.
Tribal King. Tribal King. Now, the Shield have been a little, I want to say, at ends recently, of sorts. Not maybe on the same page, but hopefully their little battle at King of the Ring helped clear any kind of animosity, and they're back in form here tonight.
Yeah, good to see them kind of back on the same page, coming out as a tag team. Roman still making sure he does his tag duties with Seth Rollins, even though he's looking ahead to his guaranteed World Championship match with Cody Rhodes. They will be in action here this evening against AOP.
It's good to see a team survive even when one's getting the boost and the other one isn't.
Yeah, but this was the folly of Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, just gone. You know, he spread himself a little bit too thinly, claiming a World Championship, Tag Team Championships. Is he making the same mistakes again?
Well, I suppose time will tell.
But this will be a great litmus test for them, AOP. Two very hard-hitting competitors.
I've got to say, I'm very impressed with AOP so far this season. They've done it in singles action, they've competed in tag action, and they've been impressive in every match.
Yeah, and they're stepping up to the competition here this evening against the Shield, and I guess in an almost tribute to them, they're in full combat gear.
Yeah, yes, almost. Something's wrong here.
We are the Sword.
Yeah. Sword and Shield, Pokemon confirmed.
Hopping straight into it as they stare daggers straight into the Shield. Roman Reigns, #1 contender to Cody Rhodes, kicking things off against Akam. As Dove calls for the bell, Roman immediately goes for a big boot. Misses, and Akam, oh my goodness, almost in a torture rack.
Showing his strength against the Tribal King.
Just holding him up there, stretching the abdomen of Roman Reigns.
Able to read that first assault, take a little back step, and now in control.
Yep, they've been lurking in the shadows for a while of AOP, but it looks like they're breaking out here this evening, going straight after Roman Reigns.
Good tag team unity there.
Yep.
The quick
Razor comes off the ropes with a big boot to the side.
And a sidewalk slam.
That's great unity from AOP to kick things off.
They really are an impressive tag team, and it's actually quite surprising that they haven't gone for the belts yet.
Well, considering how hotly contested the tag team division has been, there's nothing to say that down the line they might not find themselves there.
I can see it. I honestly can see it, and I think our tag team champ should be worried.
Speaking of which, yes. Segue. Big boot from Reigns to Razor, straight in the mush.
As Reigns now tries to battle his way back into this one.
You mentioned the tag champs, Jose.
They will be in action later on tonight against the always entertaining team of Fraxium.
Yeah, Fraxium looking to get back on the proverbial horse as Doug gets a 1 count now.
And when I say tag team champs, I mean the new tag team champs, the Street Profits.
Yeah, and another absolute barn burner. Last time out, Street Profits claiming the championship gold from the Coffees.
Roman Reigns now finally heading to his corner for a tag, and what's this?
I was just about to say this has been all AOP so far. Reigns has been in no man's land. He's I'll be. Goes for a tag on Rollins, and
Rollins is gone.
Yeah. Well, I guess they haven't put their differences apart.
No, it would appear not, as Reigns has now been left in what is effectively a handicap match against the United AOP.
And somehow he made that connect.
I have no idea what
What
happened.
the hell?
He hit the mat and then bounced up back into him. It was impressive by the Tribal King.
As Roman Reigns channels the spirit of Shinsuke Nakamura with a glitch in the Matrix, Superman punch there, straight
Superman
to the
punch.
side of the head.
Could this be it?
It would be an upset. Ooh.
Oh, Razor with a kick out there. Roman
Reigns
Reigns
did not see that coming at all.
Sort of been left in trouble here as Reigns.
As he locks in the guillotine.
This could be it.
And that is it.
No, that is it. The guillotine. Reigns seeing off the opponents quickly.
Wow. Roman Reigns standing tall after being abandoned. That appears to have done nothing but angered him.
Yeah, he had to think fast and finish that match quickly.
That is smart thinking by the Tribal King.
What is going through the head of Seth Rollins?
Yeah, there's things go through the heads of lots of people here in the arena as what on earth was that all about? I guess some questions still need answering.
Absolutely. I'll hope we get the answers soon. I'll see if I can get someone backstage to maybe...
We need a backstage correspondent is who we need.
We do. We need young Michael Cole.
Michael Cole.
Michael, yeah, we need Michael Cole.
Still sticking with tag action.
Yeah, we're giving... well, I would say we've had a tag team doubleheader, but the last match was a handicap, so...
Yeah, started out as a tag match and then quickly devolved and was quickly ended. I mean, that was no nonsense from Roman Reigns, but will the no nonsense continue with the tag team champion Street Profits, which has been a long time coming?
I mean, it has been. They have they impressed first out the gate this year, but they weren't chosen for the tag team run, and they just fell short a couple of times, I think.
But they have been involved in some absolute barn burners in Season 3.
Oddly enough, they have been involved in some of the best matches, despite not being in title contention until last week.
Yep, they earned their spot, they took their shot, and they have claimed the gold. They literally done it by the book.
Converted the W, and they are happy as can be.
But it's one thing winning the titles. It's a very different thing holding on to them, as now all eyes on Profits.
Gonna say, in the tag division that we have, it is very cutthroat.
Well, evidently, given what's just happened, it looks like there's one team that might be on the rocks. So,
yeah,
potentially all sorts of doors opening up and down the roster.
And let's not forget that the title reigns of tag teams so far this season have been quite short.
Yeah, I think tag title runs on the whole have been a bit sporadic.
We've had, what, 3 tag team champions this
season
so
we started
far?
the season with the Shield. Coffee's claimed it. And now the Street Profits. But Fraxium looking to get back into the fray after having lost their ability to challenge while Shield were champions. It looks like the Street Profits have kind of opened the door for them again.
Well, Fraxium wasting no time getting their name back in the ballot for tag team contenders. Now
this should be a fantastic match, given the caliber of athletes we've got going in here.
It should absolutely be one of the best matches we've seen, considering.
Yeah, there's nothing on the line for this one.
Nope.
But that being said, a win for Fraxium gets their name back in the conversation.
Absolutely, and it's a great opportunity to test, for the tag team champs to test their abilities.
Agreed. Against the hungry Fraxium, as Dawkins, the big man, stepping up against Axiom/Jimmy.
Now, Fraxium, it's wise by the Street Profits to send Dawkins in first, as Fraxium have struggled with the power when going up against the Shield.
That they have. Roman Reigns was their downfall.
Yep, their speed is legendary, and so is their technique.
Case in point.
Yeah, as Axiom just makes my words completely pointless.
Perhaps they've regrouped since their loss to the Shield. They kind of licked their wounds a little bit, understood where they're going wrong.
They would have definitely learnt a lot from battling the Shield the couple of times that they did. And
It looks like they're taking a page out of the Shield's book with a quick sucker punch there from Frazier.
You got to do what you got to do in this business.
Yep. Oh, Montez can play at that game as well.
Bit of teamwork there by the Street Profits.
Not one to be outdone. Dawkins goes to the top rope, now looks for a high-flying, big wrist maneuver.
The tree falls in the woods. Is it Dawkins?
Just like a flying lariat there.
Just a 1 count though. Not going to put Axiom away that easily.
That's the big moves of Dawkins that will keep them in this match.
It's going to wear down the faster, lighter opponents of Axiom and Nathan Frazier.
Oh, yeeted into the second rope there.
It's gotta hurt. As Dawkins looks solidly in control of this one.
That he does, but don't count Axiom out yet. Former Cruiserweight champion in his own right.
Absolutely looking to get tag gold. They are hungry for tag gold, as is everyone on the roster, to be fair. I'm going to see a bit of tag team unity here. Take the big man way off his feet.
And that's what's needed as Frazier goes for that quick moonsault there, straight off the turnbuckle. Count of 2.
Just a 2. And that's what we've come to expect from Fraxium, that speed and just wonderment as they fly.
Yep, just lightning quick offense as he follows through with a super kick.
Beautiful
quick
super
tag
kick
to Montez as Frazier gloats in the corner. Caught Montez off guard.
Though.
But Montez not to be outdone, swinging DDT.
And the high flyers are now in the ring.
Yep. We might not have a cruiserweight division anymore, but it lives on in Montez.
And Fraxium.
And Fraxium.
Is Montez going to work on Nathan Frazier here?
The cheeky splash there from Tez.
Not letting up the Street Profits. They are very...
Oh my god, are we going to see it? Montez is going for the people's elbow. Into a moonsault.
The people's moonsault.
The people's moonsault.
As now Frazier tucked in the Street Profits corner and the tag work begins.
And this is where the Street Profits are at the most dangerous. That tag team unity. Swift elbows from Dawkins. From the back to the front.
Divide and conquer method that enabled the Street Profits to take the belts from Gallus.
That it was.
Will it help them here tonight as Nathan Frazier just flying around?
Reverses Dawkins' own energy against him. But Dawkins not to be outdone. Oh my goodness. Corkscrew uppercut there.
Spinning around like a homicidal Roomba.
As Montez is gearing up.
Freaking out.
Don't know what that was. He turned into a chicken. Oh, it's Axiom.
Tiny little spin around in the corner.
Ooh, corner Rooney.
Corner Rooney.
That's what it's called now.
Yeah, that's his name.
Wrenching up the leg of Montez. That's smart offense from Axiom.
Absolutely.
And now going for the arm as well.
We say a lot about the high flying and speed of Fraxium, but they're intelligent fighters as well.
Yeah, as he's just methodically dissecting Montez at the moment, from the leg to the arm to a standing shooting star press, the FDW special. Oh my goodness, off the rope. Just
the playbook of the luchador.
That it is. Tez now in control, reversing Axiom. Oh, sees it coming with a swift elbow.
The counter.
Oh,
forearm.
Flying forearm there.
Makes the tag.
In comes
Smart
Frazier.
tag. They're keeping each other fresh.
Will Tez see it coming?
Now, if you're Fraxium, who do you choose to sort of separate? I think it's Montez.
Yeah, but then Montez can keep up. Well, I say he can, but I don't know. They broke the fourth dimension. They were so fast they turned into the Flash.
Yeah. Just stomped him into the ground. But Fraxium apparently not worried about the tag.
Not at all.
It's Axiom really getting into this crowd.
Thought Tez was going for a tag there, but apparently not, as he can reverse into a big drop kick.
Perhaps Montez playing a bit of possum there.
Yeah, kind of an answer to your previous point. Montez really can keep up with them, but if you tag in Dawkins, was Dawkins' different body type going to be different at all? Will it make a difference? Sorry.
It's the power. The power of Dawkins can really damage Fraxium.
Rolling through. Into the crucifix pin. Count of 1. Montez gearing up. Oh my god, as he turns into a chicken again.
He's definitely got into Doug's stash.
He really has been at Doug's stash. Oh my goodness, Insecurity from Nathan Fraser. And this is gearing up, ladies and gentlemen. Do not adjust your sets.
Back and forth these two teams go as Montez has not even made it out the ring after the tag.
Dawkins with the fireman's carry, and that might be crucial. Dawkins, the big man, able to slow the pace down a little bit and just hit the big power moves.
Well, this is what I'm saying. I think if you can isolate Dawkins from the match, Fraxium have a better chance of maintaining control, but the power just can stop you dead. Oh, just like that.
Speaking into existence, Jose.
Exactly. Fraser driven into the ground like a railway spike.
Dawkins was thinking about maybe going to the top turnbuckle, but Axiom in the way.
I think Dawkins should have thought about a pin there. It seemed like a great opportunity missed.
Yep. Maybe throwing the win away.
You don't know how many of those you're going to get, especially with a team like Fraxium.
Oh, it's the frustration now for Dawkins throwing Fraser around. Kicking things into high gear. Quick tag to Montez.
Bit of tag team action here, and what a move!
Swinging neck breaker as Montez looks for a quick pinfall.
Straight for the
Axiom
cover.
sees it coming.
And Axiom able to get the break up. Montez undeterred though, right back into the action.
Oh, the reversals of the Irish whip.
Not where he wants to be though for Fraser.
No, but it's almost like insult to injury to Dawkins that he can just DDT Montez with no consequences. Doug with a 1.
Going for the count.
Still only a 1 on Montez. What's it going to take to take Montez down?
I mean, we've seen... maybe that's it. Maybe
that dropped straight across the heart. Oh, but a kip up from Montez. The never say die.
Well, if he's on Doug's stash, he never can die. But Axiom with the Fisherman's.
Oh, that was cinched in as well. Still only a 1.
What does Axiom need to do?
What does anyone need to do? Montez is like on 1.
He's definitely
massive
by
drop
other
kick.
means.
Yep. Second rope now for Axiom.
Waiting for his mark.
Oh, Montez sees it coming, flattens him through.
Beautiful ring awareness by Montez there. That's what it takes to be champion here.
That it does. Tag to Angelo Dawkins.
The distraction. And the up and over leapfrog.
There it is, connected.
Dawkins now, and this has been the MO of the Street Profits, wasted very little time continuing the assault.
Same with Fraxium. I don't think we've seen two teams quite so evenly matched.
It's been a hell of a performance so far by both men. Both teams. There's Axiom now back on top. Dawkins fighting out. Back and forth, back and forth.
Montez speeding off his tits.
Yeah.
Oh, huge running power slam there from Dawkins.
And this could be it.
Only a 1 count to Axiom.
Axiom saying, fuck
I've been at Doug's stash as well. Oh, DDT. And kip up from Axiom. Kip to the midsection.
Once again, knocking him down.
Don't you people ever die?
Axiom doing his best impression of the Black Knight. Just but a scratch.
You know what happens to a luchador when he's struck by lightning? Oh, Montez with the unorthodox moves now is what needs to happen if it's going to take him down.
Axiom thought he had the reversal.
Oh, he was thinking about a box
Oh.
shot, but not quite. Axiom just with the ring positioning.
Kicking
Swift
those
kicks.
legs. Kicking those legs.
Some miscommunication going on, and it's the fatigue setting in.
Oh,
Massive kick to the outside. Oh! What the hell?
Axiom throwing caution to the wind.
Just a hurricane runner through the second rope.
What an impressive bit of wrestling we are seeing here tonight.
There is no gold on the line. This is purely for the lols and the prestige.
It's just incredible. I'm speechless.
He can just always kick it into high gear. Count of 6 though, as Axiom gets it back to the ring. Of course he would, because he's secretly Jimmy undercover.
Dawkins. Oh, I thought Angelo was going to perhaps
Get a little
stop things
underhanded, but no. The ever sportsman-like Street Profits want to get this done in the ring with a giant super kick as Axiom to the outside.
He's waiting for it. He wants it.
Welts on his back. Massive drop kick off the top rope.
Got to go for a pin eventually, surely. As he throws it into the corner.
This is all Axiom.
Axiom's made a...
Oh, we're going big. Are we going to see it? I'm full mast. Top row Spanish fly from Axiom.
And there it is. Could this be it? Doug with the kill.
There's a 1. There's a 2. And there's a 3.
Dawkins unable to break it up, and Axiom pin the champions.
Then they straight back in the conversation. What a banger of a match.
What a match. Absolutely stunning match.
That was outstanding.
Hats off to you for Axiom. Hats off to you.
Name fully back in the conversation.
Absolutely, that was an amazing match.
Tip top stuff. That wasn't even the main event. Calm down. We've got Logan Paul and Kevin Owens next.
Bit of history on this one. It appears that after Kevin Owens has lost his...
Bronson Reed, while Bronson has appeared.
Oh, it's Logan Paul versus Bronson Reed.
Oh.
Oh, no, there's Kevin Owens.
Oh, no, there's Kevin Owens.
There's Kevin Owens.
Well, in the chaos of what's going on this evening, I don't even know anymore.
I think that was a miscommunication on our broadcasters team.
No. We were always scheduled to see Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens. Bronson just does what Bronson wants.
Fair enough.
Who's going to argue with the beefy one?
It appears that we're not going to be seeing Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul in a match sense, as Kevin Owens just wants to hurt Logan Paul.
Yeah, a total ambush.
Now this stems from...
this goes back to Money in the Bank, really.
It does, and Logan Paul's comments. Obviously, Kevin Owens won the championship, the title briefcase.
Money in the Bank.
There we go, Money in the Bank briefcase at Money in the Bank. Should have got it by the name. And was unsuccessful in cashing in, and Logan Paul has not let him forget about it.
Yeah, effectively saying that Kevin can't get the big one done.
No. Let's not forget Kevin Owens was in the final of the King of the Ring tournament. Couldn't get it done there either.
Choked under pressure. You know, he comes so close but no cigar every time, which is a valid comment from Logan Paul, but it appears to have just lit a fire within Kevin Owens.
And unfortunately, Logan Paul appears to be getting burnt by that fire right now.
Yep. Huge DDT from Kevin Owens here. Now this, I don't even think a bell has rung at this point. Doug is just sort of letting Kevin Owens go for it.
Doug called off the match.
Yep.
But he's powerless to stop this Kevin Owens wrecking ball.
Don't know where Bronson's gone.
Bronson
just
left.
Chew on a cow.
Bronson was just out here shouting at crowd members. He'd come out to get himself a hot dog.
Yeah, he heard there was meat in the arena.
Logan Paul with a kip up, perhaps maybe trying to fight back at Kevin
Swinging
Owens.
Neck breaker there. And these two have come to blows before.
This one has just evolved into a brawl.
That it has.
Oh, a strong kick there.
After being blindsided, fair play, Logan Paul keeping up. Oh, massive elbow to the side of the head. Logan Paul perhaps thinking about a pulverizer, not quite.
weathered that brutal initial onslaught by Kevin Owens and is now dishing it back. We may need to get some people out here to break this up because this is not a sanctioned match. I don't think these two know that.
They're just looking to hurt each other. Blockbuster off the top there.
These competitors are aware that Doug called this match off.
Yep. Bell's not rung, boys, as Kevin Owens gets Logan up almost for a package powerbomb. What on earth? Ow!
Oh!
Jesus Christ, Kevin.
Kevin looking to
package suplex.
I must break you now.
Someone get a nurse.
Get a nurse. Oh. But Logan Paul still fighting back. See, that's what I'm saying. I think this is Logan Paul's time.
As he comes off the second rope, he is keeping up with the scrap of Kevin Owens.
He can hang with the big boys, can Logan Paul. Kevin Owens has been getting in his way as of late before he can get the shot that he so readily deserves.
Well, Logan Paul, he had his opportunity at King of the Ring and he actually lost to Kevin Owens. A massive punch to the side of the head again, and this has got him personal very quickly.
It certainly has, and Logan Paul isn't helping things with the tweets and whatnot behind the scenes.
Not at all. I mean, I'm surprised he's still walking after that ridiculous package suplex.
His spine is now sticking out the lower half of his body.
It's Kevin Owens.
Vicious and Doug's finally pulled it off.
Yep.
And these two separated at last.
Well, anarchy in the arena here this evening.
Absolutely, and it's about to continue.
If you're just looking at that match card, do not question it. The anarchy is being dialed up to 11.
It's time to decide a number one contender for the hybrid title.
Yes, Carlito needs a bit of competition, so we figure what better way to do that than with a battle royale.
Absolutely, and coming out first is a man who's turned things around, hopefully.
Fresh off his first win.
Against none other than Bronson Reed, a former hybrid champion.
Former world champion as well. That's quite the win to have on your resume. Not many people can say they've pinned the BP1.
It's taken a long time, though.
Yep. It's taken a bit of time to get going. He's just been a long-term bide, biding his time.
Yeah.
They just unleashed it all on Bronson.
Done the full 3 turns of bide.
Yep. Taking loss after loss and then just taking Bronson down. So Oba looking to shoot a shot here this evening. Now, crucially, the hybrid championship, we've alluded to it before, is an intergender title, hence why you see women involved in this match. So an equal opportunity championship.
Absolutely. Could be held by anyone on the roster.
Yep. And given the caliber of athletes that we have here on the roster, the caliber of athlete in this match, it could make for quite a spicy contender for Carlito down the road.
Absolutely, and obviously the women getting their first shot at a possible hybrid championship shot.
Yes, this is just the number one contendership. That's step one.
Yeah.
Stepping up into the ring next is Dominic Mysterio, who we have also seen in action recently. Last time out in a game effort against Cody Rhodes.
That was a game effort by the younger Mysterio.
But will this be his opportunity? He's not Eddie's son. He's Ray's son.
Although he looks a lot like Eddie's son.
He does. That's why it's so controversial.
Yes.
But that will be a turn up for the books if Dominic Mysterio can catch himself a win here this evening.
Huge opportunity.
Stepping up against Carlito, of all people.
Huge opportunity for Dom here. And yeah, let's not forget, both were part of Judgment Day.
Yep.
Doesn't really exist in our universe, but...
But to get to Carlito, he's going to have to go through this, man. Big proper pump.
He is pumped up and ready to become the popper of the hybrid division.
Now it's a match. Scott Steiner's involved.
We've got some beefy people in the ring, and Dominic Mysterio.
Hey, look, don't discount Dominic Mysterio. You know, he could be the difference maker.
I expect big things from Dominic this year.
Still quite the season still to go. But a Hall of Famer in Scott Steiner, looking to add the hybrid championship to his illustrious resume.
Couldn't quite get it done in the World Championship division so far this season, but who can blame him with the level of competition up there?
Yep, he was Randy Orton's first challenger. Randy retained, and then Randy's hubris got the better of him, hence why Cody Rhodes now stands at the top of the mountain.
Yeah. And Cody could be knocked off soon as SummerSlam, depending on how Roman Reigns feels about it.
Yes, some things still need to be ironed out there. Now another difference maker. We've got some beefy boys in there in Ober and Scott Steiner, and perhaps joining the more cruiserweight athlete in Javon Evans.
He's been mixed, should we say, this season.
I think everyone in this match has been fairly mixed so far, so looking to convert their mixed fortunes.
Yeah, they've had a roller coaster start, shall we say. I mean, none more than Big Papa Pump, who was immediately flung into world title contention just to crash back down.
Yep, that's reality hits hard in FDW, you know.
It is a high caliber of talent we have here.
Fly high or crash and burn.
Whoa, Javon Evans.
Looking to fill the shoes that Ricochet left behind is Javon Evans.
Now, I love a battle royale because it's great for everyone involved. You never know the opportunities you could get just by throwing someone over the top rope. And I think it's going to work in favour for the next few competitors here.
Yeah, maybe some temporary alliances. Now, this will be a real test for Tegan Knox, having been a stalwart of the women's division. She's stepping up with some beefiness.
Yes, yeah, the pillar of FDW, the matriarch of the women's division here in FDW.
Still the only person to have handed a loss to Nia Jax so far this season. Let's not forget that.
Absolutely, the rather scary women's champion.
Yep. So Knox perhaps feeling that accolade is on her side as she goes from Nia Jax to Scott Steiner.
The two are very comparable.
And one woman who fell to the monstrous Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, we're going from former women's champ to former women's champ here as Tiffany Stratton makes her way out.
Yep, both these women looking to add the accolade of hybrid title to their resume.
Well, this could be a huge opportunity because let's not forget that Tegan Knox was the first FDW women's champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Two-time women's champion as well.
Two-time women's champion. She could be the first female hybrid champion here tonight. Not tonight, but she could
down
get
the road.
Down the road, yeah. Which is huge, you know.
Yeah, which it is. Still have yet to confirm when the hybrid championship will be on the line or when Carlito is looking to defend it.
Or in what kind of match?
Yeah, match to be confirmed. But stepping up next, after an absolutely stellar performance in the Gauntlet match a few episodes ago.
Some people say she was robbed.
Yes. A lot of people claim she was robbed after being upstaged at the 11th hour by Jade Cargill. Wendy Chu had that match won.
Yep, she stood tall against the other three competitors in that Gauntlet match, only to have Jade Cargill come out and steal it from her.
And that's probably why she's got Dead Inside written on her sleep patch there.
Yeah, but she hasn't lost any sleep over it, that's the main thing.
Yeah, she's brought her pillow down just in case she fancies a nap halfway through this match.
And a huge opportunity for her here.
But joining her is sort of a a rival in herself to Wendy Chu,
Her
Sonya
nemesis,
Deville.
one might say.
Yes, pretty much since the early days of this season, Sonya and Wendy Chu have been at each other's sides, at each other's backs, at each other's throats.
Well, we say they were at each other's side. Sonya Deville stood at the side and watched Wendy Chu get brutalised.
Stop, she's already dead.
She didn't even have the courtesy to throw the towel in.
But what a turn up for the books it would be if Sonya Deville were to convert a Battle Royale win here tonight into a #1 contendership.
Huge opportunities for everyone involved.
Yeah.
And I'm actually excited to see how this one goes. Our first intergender match here on FDW.
It really is.
So it will be very interesting to see how this one plays out and how the
it's chaos immediately.
tackling the men.
Obafemi chokeslams Tegan Knox.
Obafemi.
Just having none of it. Scott Steiner goes straight after. I've claimed this woman.
Yeah. The two largest gentlemen in the match, wasting little time.
Yeah. And just how poetic it was that Femi chose to chokeslam Tegan Knox of all people. That's a proper chokeslam.
Absolutely.
As Sonya Deville and Wendy Chu are going, I say tete-a-tete, but it's more like foot-a-foot.
Femi trying to get Sonya Deville out of here.
And this is as chaotic as I really hoped it would be.
Yep.
Running bulldog there from Tegan Knox to Javon Evans. As Dominic Mysterio thinks about hitting the three amigos.
And Wendy Chu.
Sonya Deville perhaps with elimination go for Obafemi. That would be a huge upset. As Javon Evans with Tiffany Stratton in the corner. Steiner with Mysterio. Mysterio clinging on for dear life as Chu goes after Steiner. Tegan Knox eliminates Chu and the fan favourite. Never mind Wendy Chu.
I saw the women perhaps teaming up here to take on the aggressive men.
Yeah,
but it appears it's everyone for themselves.
So much for sisters doing it for themselves.
Yeah.
Back elbow there from
girls get it done.
Yep, early on each other as they stab each other in the back. It's more like breaking the back of Tiffany Stratton.
Tegan Knox dropped an elbow at the same time as Obafemi did.
Steiner. Massive chop to Tegan Knox, taking the win right out of her. As Dominic Mysterio goes after Stratton.
Take out the former women's champ. Can you do it?
Steiner just with a huge back body drop to Sonya Deville.
This is ridiculous.
This is outrageous as Tegan Knox thinks about a suplex on Scott Steiner. Is she going to get the second elimination?
No,
not quite.
No.
There's one thing about Tegan Knox. Massive moonsault there from Javon Evans.
Our money's on Tegan Knox. She is not backing down from Big Papa Pump.
See, Knox needs to remember that Scott Steiner's a genetic freak. And you add Obafemi to the mix, your chance of winning the Battle Royale drastically go down.
Steiner maths out there as Tiffany Stratton makes her way to Tegan Knox.
It'd be interesting to see what the Steiner maths on a match like this would be like. You know, an 8-man Battle Royale. I wonder what his chances of winning that are.
An 8-person Battle Royale.
Yes. I stand corrected.
Tegan Knox soars from one side of the ring to the other with a drop
Just
kick.
Absolutely collects as Steiner now teeing off on Stratton. Femi on Evans.
So far the numbers game favour the men. But Tegan Knox the only one with an elimination.
There's no teams here as Tiffany Stratton just hits a cartwheel and connects on Obafemi into an Alabama slammer. Dominic Mysterio.
But Tiffany Stratton, I believe, has just been dumped over the top of the rope by Scott Steiner.
Yeah, that was always going to happen. We're down to 2 women as the men are taking charge. Javon Evans now looking for elimination on Obafemi. Mysterio eliminating Tegan Knox.
Knox and Sonya Deville is out as well.
Oh dear.
Have been eliminated.
And that is sexism in the workplace, as Dominic Mysterio thinks about a 619 on Scott Steiner, but doesn't quite manage to connect. Oh, double elimination. We're down to the meaty ones. What on earth happened there? That was so fast.
They are dropping like flies here as well. Left for Big Papa Pump and Obafemi.
They literally in unison eliminated Mysterio, Javon Evans, and we're down to beef.
Beef. I mean, we should probably stop saying the B word before Bronson comes out looking.
Yeah, he's already just popped up randomly this evening. We don't know what's going to happen next.
It's, Obafemi now controlling Big Papa Pump in the ring.
Now this is interesting. Do we see the Hall of Famer, or do we see Obafemi?
Obafemi's got the confidence boost from taking out Bronson. He's got the momentum on his side.
That he does, as he just pop-up powerbomb Scott Steiner. Enough to have him dazed on the floor. Is it enough for an elimination? Over the top rope. Oh, he didn't even need to follow it up.
Big Papa Pump unable to hang on, and Obafemi.
There is a new beefy boy in town.
Now, this is going to be an interesting one, as Obafemi and Carlito had a very heated
They've got a history.
At the start of this
that they do.
Season.
But this Obafemi is very different to the one we saw at the start of the season. He's not as green as he was.
Absolutely. His second win in as many weeks, I believe.
That it is. Having taken out Bronson Reed and having eliminated former champions across the board, could this be the start of something special? Well,
what a way to end the evening.
Quite as it says there, it was another great show. I completely agree with the stars. Next time out, we have some more antics. I can't quite remember what's on the card for next time, but stuff.
You'll have to be surprised when it happens.
Yep, as SummerSlam is looming, and all the dominoes are starting to fall into place, if that's the expression.
Sure.
We'll roll with it.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Either way, we're very much looking forward to next time, and we hope you are too. We'll catch you in the next one.
Laters.